Okay, slow start to the Hangout today, but all right, I'm here now, and I'm Teacher Oakley. Hi there, welcome to Verbling. For the next hour, uh, we are going to uh, do a little bit of listening and a little bit of speaking as well. In this class, I'll take turns asking questions to students. You can keep score if you want to. In any case, true or false questions. Now, this is a little bit listening and a little bit speaking. I'm going to ask you the question once, and you're going to respond with true or false. But I would like you also to respond with maybe a little justification why you think it's true or false. These are, I'm going to be hitting you with some, we'll start off with some historical facts or fallacies, and also some facts related to the natural world, the environment, whatever, some interesting and surprising facts. And your job is to respond with true or false and a little bit of why you think so. That's it, basically. But hopefully, in addition to practicing our English, we'll also learn some interesting things that we can share with our friends. Hello, Heidi. Welcome. How are you?
Hello, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. How are you today?
Very bad. I have backache today.
Backache. Yeah, you sound a little under the weather there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Recently, I have bad feeling about my joint, lower back joint. Then
Okay.
yesterday I had stretching a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
It caused my backache. So I have a lot of pain on my body.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Actually, I had a backache for like 2 weeks. But it's gone now. I just realized. So I'm sorry to hear about your backache, but you just made me realize that my back does not hurt.
Oh, it's very good.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Well, I've got some interesting and entertaining facts to share with you today, and so I hope you find this entertaining, but I hope it doesn't make you jump up and say, "Oh my goodness," because you might hurt yourself. So try to be calm. Tess, welcome. Hi, Tess.
Hi, Oakley. Good afternoon there. Afternoon, yeah.
Yeah, you did. Now, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, good. Good what?
Not
Morning?
evening
Evening?
here, 8 o'clock, yes.
Okay. 8 o'clock. Wow.
Yeah.
I see. I feel so far in your future.
Okay. Did you eat lunch?
No, I haven't after this class, and I am starving, so I will try to not talk about food for the next hour. But I will be talking about other things. We're gonna, okay, you and Heidi, head-to-head competition. Let's see how many you get right. True or false, and we'll discuss as we go along here some of these interesting facts I'm going to share with you. I'm going to start with historical facts. Is it true or false? Heidi, you're up first. Number one, the painter Vincent van Gogh sliced off his ear. True or false?
Pardon?
You see, this is a little bit of a listening exercise. So heads up, I'll do it once, but normally I'm not going to repeat. So you've got to listen very carefully. I'll try to articulate better, enunciate more clearly. One more time. The painter Vincent van Gogh sliced off his ear.
Yes, true.
Actually, it's false. Although many people think Van Gogh cut off his whole ear, he actually just cut off his earlobe, the part where you know earlobe.
Mhm,
Yeah, oops,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, he actually did not cut off his ear. Most people think he sliced off his entire ear, but no, he just basically cut off the tiny little earlobe where women, well, and men put an earring. So actually, not really true.
Oh, really? Yesterday I mentioned I visited Arles in southern part of France.
Uh-huh.
Van Gogh was living in that place with Gauguin. Then Gauguin, at first they are very good, but finally they had big argument, and then Gauguin went back to Tahiti Island. Then after that, Vincent van Gogh was very lonely. He felt very lonely.
Mm.
It harmed him, mind. So finally, he got a little crazy. He controlled his ego. Then
Yeah.
he was hospitalized. We visited in the hospital a lot of the place remained Van Gogh memory. Then I saw his painting after
Uh-huh.
cutting off his ear,
Yeah.
wrapped by a bandage.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yes. No doubt Vincent van Gogh is a very interesting, slightly bizarre character.
Mhm.
No doubt. Okay. Tess, historical fact, is it true or false? So it's not really, maybe it's a fact, maybe it's not a fact. Uh, okay, Tess, true or false? The story of Hamlet was created by Shakespeare.
True.
Actually, no. Actually, no. Even when Shakespeare got his hands on this story, he rewrote a very old story. Um, a story of the vengeful prince and the murder of his father is actually has origins in the Middle East, and he just rewrote it to be European. Really, he rewrote an old story. Have you ever seen the play Hamlet or read it?
No, I read, but I forgot already. It's part of literature, I think.
Yeah. Did you have to read Shakespeare in school as a mandatory exercise?
No, other histories, but no.
No. Okay. Yeah, okay. Just part of American education, or at least where I grew up, maybe not true everywhere, I don't know. But yeah, we had to read, both in high school and university, we had to read so much Shakespeare. Gosh. And analyze it, the symbolism, and oh my goodness. Anyway, yes. Okay. So 0 for 0, 0 to 0. Now Ken has joined us. Hi, Ken.
Yes, hello.
Hi, Ken. Ken, we're doing a little bit of we're doing some conversation, but I'm presenting some
Mhm.
information, and you have to just decide if it's true or false. Common things that people think. Maybe it's true, maybe it's false. So you're just in time. It's your turn. Here is your fact. Well, is it fact or is it fiction? Is it true or is it false?
I said something.
Well, I'm going to say something. You're going to listen. Here we go.
Okay, I got it.
Einstein was a terrible student and failed mathematics. True or false?
I heard he have to leave the school, so it could be true.
You're hedging your bet there. It could be true. Yeah, okay. I'm going to say that as you say it's true. No, it's not true. Actually,
Mhm.
Albert Einstein had perfect grades, all
I see.
A's. He was his academic, uh, you know, qualitative scores were excellent. His reputation was as a terrible student because he talked back to his teachers in a time where you never argued or questioned your teachers. He would question the information that he was getting from his teachers, which was why he was thrown out of school. Not because of his actual grades.
I see.
So, okay, so the fact was that he questioned. So there you go, valuable lesson. If you want to be Einstein, question authority. All right. Ken, is it acceptable in Japanese society to question the professors or teachers?
Yeah, it's much more acceptable than ever. In the past, maybe professor just lecture, but nowadays more classes became discussion based. Yeah, so it's acceptable, but it's up to professor. Some professor kind of, yeah, that's hard. He interpreted novels, and we just memorized his interpretation, and we answered it in the exam. That's it. I was fed up with that.
So if you disagree with him, you're going to get a failing grade, or
Yeah, so we just copy his interpretation by the novel, but
Yeah.
it's many students complain about that. Why we have to remember his theory or his interpretation?
Yeah.
Because art is more somewhat abstract thing, so
It's subjective.
subjective. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, no freedom in the classroom.
Yeah. 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 I understand that you dislike it. So do I. I get very upset when, I see on exams, even some of the standardized English exams like TOEFL. Sometimes the questions are, what is the color red? Well, that's pretty subjective, I mean, is it fire engine color, the color of a rose? Is it the color of bricks? Which is the right answer? Very subjective. Yeah, I hate that kind of stuff. Okay. Next fact for Heidi. So far, nobody's gotten any right. Heidi, historical fact. Fact or fiction?
Can I say something?
Yes, sure. Okay.
Historical faction. Washington cut his
the cherry tree.
Cherry tree when he was young. Is it true or not?
No, it's not true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah, that's a funny one, because I was small child, 7, 8 years old. I was taught that was a true story. It's just propaganda. It wasn't until years later that I learned that was complete.
Yeah, later, someone wrote his biography. That time, he made that story to show his honesty.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. Well, there you go. That's a good example of basically these historical things like this. They're myths. They're not true. Here, okay. Well, Heidi, here's one for you. True or false? Marie Antoinette, the Queen of France, actually said, "Let them eat cake." Did she really say that?
I don't think so.
Okay, a point for Heidi.
It's made up.
It is a made-up story, and
not so fool or stupid.
She's not that stupid.
She was not such.
That would be a stupid thing to say.
Yeah.
Kill me now. I'm going to be extremely, extremely pompous and arrogant. So shoot me in the head, or cut off my head, actually. Guillotine. You know guillotine?
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, you.
Guillotine is a name of a French. He invented that.
It's named after
machine
a Frenchman, yes. which at the time the guillotine was invented, it was considered a technical marvel. Oh, it's magnificent. It will eliminate the pain and very quickly and efficiently chop people's heads off. What a wonder. Yeah. Yeah, that's very true and interesting. Okay. Okay. Tess.
Yes.
True or false? Okay. Well, here's a weird one. Yeah. Okay, is this true or false? In ancient Egypt, servants were covered with honey.
I'll just guess. True. I don't know that.
It is actually true. A point for you. Why would? Can you think of any reason why slaves and servants would be covered with honey as a normal practice?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, symbolizes something that honey. I can't think about it because I know some people in the very province, if they smell like sardines, they're so proud of that. That means they ate a canned food. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that kind of story in the
Really?
Philippines. Yes. So I don't know what they call that kind of people. So if they get sardines, they put it in their hair, so the tribes will know that they ate something canned food. So I'm just guessing about.
Really?
Yes, I
What?
forgot what. Right. Yeah, in the Philippines, there's a province like that.
No kidding. That's I know. I did not. I've never heard that. That's crazy. Sardines are stinky. I mean,
Sardines. Yes, sardines.
yeah, they don't smell good. Honey at least smells good. I think that's so weird. You know, yeah, that's so funny. You mentioned that, Tess. No, I've never heard that, but I think it's funny that when people eat dried fish here, they cook dried fish. Oh my God, it smells for like hours and hours, and I
Ang
can't.
bagoong.
Yeah, exactly. I cannot, and I hate the smell. It's okay.
Mm.
I actually don't mind eating it, but I hate smelling it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. Servants were covered with honey. The purpose was to attract flies away from the pharaoh because they had no insect control, so they would use servants as insect control, fly bait. So the insects would go after the servants and not the pharaoh. Eh,
Okay. That makes sense.
well, kind of, but it's kind of goofy. All right, Ken, true or false? In the 1960s, tobacco was considered good for your health. And
I
60s and before the 60s.
before the 60s. I think so. Yeah.
Yes, as a matter of fact, there would be television commercials where they would have doctors talking about the health benefits to smoking. Crazy, right?
Yeah, it could happen, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Which is why do you trust doctors, Ken?
Sometimes, but sometimes not, because
Yeah.
such theory often changes, you know. Because it's also related to the politics in the academic world, or the medical case is much more complicated. It's related to the kind of medical companies, to doctor, or yeah, a lot of politics on the medical field actually, and
Politics and money.
money
Right.
and academic achievement. In order to get academic achievement, the researcher have to deny the existence of theory. And once it is successful, he became a top or he achieved.
Yeah.
There are a lot of kind of complicated politics are happening in political, no, sorry, medical world. So sometimes it's trustworthy, but sometimes it's not.
Sometimes it's not. You know, when it points to money, I seriously,
Yeah, money
you
is a
know,
big issue, yeah.
you know, United States of America being such a heavily medicated society,
Sure, same here.
I don't know. I just look at it and I see money, money, money. Okay, Heidi, fun fact. Fact or fiction? Is it true or false? Animals
Mm-hmm.
were put on trial in court, in a court of law in medieval times in Europe.
Mm,
Yes, animals would have to go to court.
true.
It is true. Crazy. What kind of crimes can an animal commit?
Cat, black cat.
Well, okay. Being evil. All right. They were put on trial for things like theft. A dog steals something from the neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
They would have to go to actual court with a judge. Okay. And this practice actually continued into the 18th century
Mm-hmm.
in Europe.
Mm.
It was, you could actually put an animal on trial. Yeah.
Like they made let's say the witches, gathered the witches and put them on the fire cloth like that.
Well, yeah. I don't know if they burned any animals. Burned a black cat on the. I wouldn't be surprised. Europeans were crazy back in those days, anyway. Okay, Tess.
Yes.
Fun historical fact. Is it a fact or is it fiction? Napoleon Bonaparte was a short man.
True.
Actually, no, not really. Relatively
Really?
speaking, no. He was 170 centimeters, which was basically an average height in 1821 when he was emperor. He was basically an average height for his time period. Do you know what the average height is now?
For men, maybe
For
five
men.
six. Five,
5'6".
six, maybe.
Oh, you're so Filipino. No. For an American man, it's 6 feet even.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here I live in the Philippines now, and everybody thinks, oh, he's so tall American. But I am exactly 6 feet tall. I'm extremely average, really. So 6 feet is 180 centimeters. So compared to basically 200 years ago, average height is 10 centimeters taller. And it was actually shorter than that. Ancient Romans were like 160 centimeters. If you go back like 2,000 years, that's quite a difference. People have evolved, whether you believe in evolution or not. Things like that have happened. Okay, Ken. Fun fact, is it fact or is it fiction? Columbus discovered America.
No, Viking had already been discovered America.
You're right. Do you remember that Viking's name?
I don't know, but I watched the short documentary Viking settled, I'm not sure settled or ruined, Viking ruined, was found in Canada.
Yeah, in Nova Scotia. Yeah.
Yes.
You're absolutely right. They did, and historically documented Leif Erikson, or Leif. I don't know how to pronounce Viking names. Leif, I don't know. But anyway, And it's actually can be historically proven back in 1000 AD. 1000, the year, roughly the year 1000. Columbus, of course, sailed in 1492, 500 years later. And there were settlements in Greenland for many years, hundreds of years.
I see.
Interestingly, they kind of figured out these settlements in Greenland were abandoned due to climate change. Food for thought. Columbus. It's very funny about Columbus. Now here's something I know from personal experience. As an American, you're taught, okay, Columbus sailed the ocean blue in the year 1492. Okay, and we're basically taught that he discovered America. In the Caribbean, they think about Columbus is revered in America. In the Caribbean, they think of Columbus. He is a cultural cultural symbol or icon of total incompetence. He's a dunderhead, a bonehead. He's lost, doesn't know where he's going or what he's doing. He's incompetent. So if you get lost, for example, in Jamaica, where am I? How do I get there? Oh, are you Columbus? Oh, look, it's Columbus. Columbus is here. They make fun of you by calling you Columbus, as in you're an idiot. You don't know what you're doing.
Actually, even before the Viking, Native American found America.
Wow.
Actually,
there you go.
Yeah,
even falser than false. Good point. Right. You're absolutely correct. Actually, there have been recent discoveries. I think they found a sword very recently in the news. Now, I don't know how authentic it is, but they found a sword they believe to be Roman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because Maya's pyramid, Egyptian pyramid looks similar. So maybe some cultural exchange have already happened. I'm not sure, but
yeah. Who knows? So, okay, the reality, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Some guy named Ugg discovered America when he crossed the Bering Strait. Yeah, who knows? Okay, Heidi, back to you. All right. Okay. True or false? Baseball was invented in England.
No, I think it's invented in America.
That's what everybody thinks. That's what I thought, actually, up until I got...
I've never heard in England they played baseball.
Only as recently as 2010 did they find proof of a diary was found, all right, a personal diary, in which, in great detail, the game of baseball was described in England in 1755.
Really?
Yes, some 100+ years before they started playing it in America. Very interesting. Yeah, everyone considers baseball as an American invention and an American game, but apparently it's an import. And I don't understand cricket at all. Do you understand cricket?
It's very difficult.
Yeah, I just...
Yeah, in India, the cricket is a very common.
Yes, they love cricket.
Baseball, but cricket.
Yeah, they love cricket there. Yeah, I don't understand cricket, but an interesting expression. It's not cricket. Do you know what that means? It's just not cricket, or it's not cricket. What does that mean?
Cricket?
Obviously, very British expression.
No.
Not
insect.
Not the no, not the insect. Yeah, no, not the insect. If something's not cricket, it means it's not fair. It's not just. It's not fair. It's not okay. Yeah, equitable. Whatever. Yeah, that's just not cricket. He's not playing fair. Basically, is what you're saying. Okay, so anyway, baseball.
How it's connected to the insect cricket?
Again, I just don't understand cricket, so I have no idea.
You know about cricket, insect? No.
I don't. You know, I don't know. I just don't know if it's in any way connected to the actual insect in any way. I have no idea. Interesting question. I might have to check that out. I don't know. Tess, have you ever eaten crickets?
No, but I heard, yeah, there are provinces they eat cricket.
Yeah, right up here in Pampanga, they have cricket sisig. I've eaten it. Not bad. It's pretty good.
They say it tastes good. Yeah, they say it tastes good.
It is good. You know, as far as eating insects goes. Okay. Well, here's all right. Well, here's a tough one. Okay. Tess,
Yes,
true or
I'm
false?
scared. Okay.
Dinosaurs look like reptiles with scaly skin, like a snake. Is that true or false?
True.
Actually, no. Well, okay, this is still debatable, but in recent years, more and more scientists are leaning toward the idea that dinosaurs actually had feathers and ran around. They looked a lot like giant chickens. Does that make them more scary or more cute and lovable?
Huggable.
Huggable. Oh, Tyrannosaurus chicken. Oh, cute. Can you imagine the sabong? Huh?
Oh, that's a winner.
Yeah, that's a winner for sure. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Ken, weird fact for you. True or
Dinosaur?
no. Totally different. Denim. Do you know what denim is?
Denim, jeans?
Exactly.
Okay.
Denim was invented in France. Is that true or false?
I think so. I think I've read the article in the class.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You are educated. Yes, that is correct. It's actually named for a city named, well, the city name it looks in English like Nimes, but it's pronounced Nim. Means of Nim is actually the name, denim. Yes, that's absolutely correct. It was invented in France in a city called Nîmes. Around. What's that? Sorry?
Jeans, about jeans.
Not okay. All right. Good point. The cloth itself was invented in France around 1400. Jeans. Where were jeans invented? Who invented blue jeans?
Blue jeans. Jeans came from the name of Genova. Genova is an Italian port town, very famous and big town. The laborers were wearing jeans, so they named it jeans. Came from Genova.
Is that right? Genoa, Italy. Okay. Interesting. And who made blue jeans famous and popular?
When the gold rush era, the American wore jeans.
That's exactly right. Levi Strauss. Levi Strauss is a very old company. and they were the original producers of what we now know as, look out, mosquito, what we now know as blue jeans. That's right. During the gold rush, they were worn by prospectors. You're exactly correct on that one. Very good. Okay. Heidi, back to you. Okay, let's see. Let's look at a true or false. Okay, let's talk about the natural world. An atom, A-T-O-M, an atom is 99.97 empty space.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
It's very difficult.
That's a trick question. An atom,
Mm.
okay, the essential elements, building blocks of everything we know as matter, is actually 99.99% empty space.
Wow.
Your body, being made of atoms, your entire body, with your backache and everything, is 99.99% nothing. Wrap your head around that one. Huh? Think about that. Okay. So maybe your back doesn't hurt so much because it's only, 0.01% actually anything. Woo. All right. It's you and I and the TV and the screen you're looking at. Everything doesn't matter if it's lead, metal. It's still only 0.01% actual matter. Strangely enough. Weird, huh?
Yeah.
Freaky. Okay. Tess. All right. Let's see. Okay. Okay. True or false? There are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on all the beaches of the entire Earth.
True.
Yes, that is very true. And by quite a stretch, not just by a little bit, by a lot. That's pretty amazing, right?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I thought it's myth.
No, it's actually true. And furthermore, more the research, it's more than true. It's every time they research it, there seems to be more, because we keep discovering further and further. We keep being able to look further and further into the universe, which is weird, because when we look further and further, we're looking further and further into the past. Right? Do you know, Tess, when you look at a star in the evening sky, when I wish upon a star, you're looking at that star as it was hundreds or thousands of years ago. Do you know that? You're not really looking at reality. You're looking at something that was reality 1,000 years ago. Weird, huh?
Yes.
That star may be gone now in reality. Ooh, time and space, time and space. Okay, good job though. You got that one right. Okay. Ken. Weird.
Yes.
Because of the speed of the light thing, and relativity and all that. Einstein, that rebellious student. Yeah. Okay. Okay. True or false? Do you know what a synapse is? A nerve synapse?
I think so. Yes, I've heard of that.
Okay, your nerve cells are kind of stringy, and when you think, there's a little current, actually, electrical current that jumps from one nerve to the other, and that little space or that connection is called a synapse.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. How many synapses do you have? Okay. the human brain has about, roughly,
Mhm.
depending on how much alcohol you drink, of course, 125 trillion synapses.
Uh, I think it's countless. So it's
Trillion.
true.
Yeah, well, trillions is, you're getting towards countless there. Trillion is a lot.
Human system is very complicated, actually.
Yeah,
True.
that's right. Yeah, it is true. You have roughly 125 trillion synapses in your brain, little connections.
Mhm.
That's a lot to think about. That's a lot of thinking going on.
Maybe that made us different from Alice.
There you go. Yeah, that's a weird. What would be the? That's a weird thought, Ken. What would be the equivalent or the analogy to synapses in a human brain
Mhm.
with the hardware and the and the
Mm,
circuitry of a computer?
Maybe so. I'm not sure. Biological computer is now developing. So, is it similar to human more? I'm not
I
sure.
don't
But
know. But you're scaring me, so I don't want to know. Okay. Okay. Heidi, goofy fact, or is it true or is it false? Heidi, do you know where Lake Superior is?
Lake Superior.
Yeah. Are you familiar with it?
Lake Superior, I don't know.
Okay. Do you know, are you familiar with the Great Lakes
Lake.
in United States? The Great Lakes. I really need to use the when I talk about the system of lakes. Are you familiar with the Great Lakes? Hello? Heidi? Anybody? Oh, hi. Okay, I thought I lost connection for a second. Okay, hi Heidi. Are you familiar with the Great Lakes in the United States and Canada?
Yes, 5 lakes.
That's right. They kind of in the middle of the country, they kind of divide Canada and the United States. Yeah. Okay, one of those lakes, the biggest one actually, is called Lake Superior. Okay, you have Lake Michigan, Lake Ontario, Superior, Lake Michigan. I said that. I just said that twice. What's the other one?
Erie.
Erie. Thank you. Oh, very good. Yeah, Buffalo, New York. Okay. Thank you. All right. Okay. True or false? Lake Superior does not have very much water, relatively speaking. Although it's huge in size, it really doesn't have much water. Is that true or false?
True.
Actually, no.
No.
Actually, Lake Superior is so deep that if you remove the water from Lake Superior, you could cover the entire continent of North America and the entire continent of South America in 1 foot of water. There's a lot of water in there. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, there's a lot of water in the Great Lakes. When the world starts running out of water, the Great Lakes would be a great place to be because it's all fresh water. Yeah, so keep that in mind if there's a water crisis and you have to flee your country or something, go to the Great Lakes. Although they're horribly polluted, so maybe not a great idea. I don't know. All right. Tess.
Yes.
Okay. True or false? There are more bacterial cells in your body than actual, really, your skin and liver and your body cells. There are more foreign cells in your body than actual cells. True or false?
False.
No, actually, it's true. It's actually true.
It's true.
Yeah, most of your body is actually made up of other living things that are not your human self. Freaky, huh? Weird. A little scary. Don't think too much about it. You'll have bad dreams. That's a little scary, isn't it?
I know. We need vaccination so we can get bacteria. So that means we don't have enough bacteria yet.
Yeah. Well, you know, when you eat yogurt, for example, yogurt is beneficial because it contains bacteria that helps your digestion. You're actually eating bacteria when you eat yogurt.
Good bacteria, maybe.
Yeah, good bacteria. Right. You know, all this bacteria in your body is it's a symbiotic relationship. Your body and this bacteria, they help each other. Our physical body and this particular different bacteria, not just one kind, but many different kinds, have a symbiotic relationship. Okay, they help each other. All right, like a shark and a remora. Okay, the remora eats harmful bacteria on the shark, so it keeps it healthy. So you're like your own universe, Tess, wandering around with a giant, enormous population. Crazy. Okay, Ken. True or false? Okay. Dragonflies don't have legs.
It seems like they have legs, but I'm not sure whether it is legs or not.
Do you have dragonflies in Japan?
Yes.
I love dragonflies.
Yeah, I love it too.
Yeah, they're so cool. You know, plus they hunt mosquitoes, you know. They eat mosquitoes, so you can love them even more.
Maybe it's two of them are hands and two of them are legs. Like humans.
I'm sorry, that's just a funny idea. I'm picturing, like, you know, a dragonfly standing up talking. Using his... Hey guys, how you doing? Let's catch some mosquitoes.
Maybe
Okay.
as far as I remember, maybe they catch something by you know.
Okay.
Yeah, two hands like things.
Well, here's the weird thing. Dragonflies do have legs, but dragonflies cannot walk. It's not
I see.
possible for them to walk.
Mhm.
They can only land on things. And actually, if you think about it, if you search your memory banks, all your synapses, and move over bacteria, and you think about it. Have you ever seen a dragonfly actually move once it lands?
No.
No, and you never will. They can't move. They can only land and take off, land and take off. Weird. Okay. Okay. Heidi? Weird question. All right. This is a little... Stay with me on this one. Okay. Okay. Cleopatra. You know who Cleopatra is?
Yeah.
All right. Egyptian queen there. Cleopatra.
Committed suicide.
Did she?
Yeah. She was bitten by
An asp.
poisonous snake. Finally.
Yeah, an asp. I forgot that momentarily. Right. Yeah, you're right. It's a snake called an asp. Yeah, you're right. Okay. All right. In relative terms, well, related to time, not in relative terms, I'm sorry. Cleopatra live closer to today than she did to the construction in the past, there's less time between when she lived and today than when she lived in the construction of the pyramids. Which in time did she live closer to? The construction of the pyramids or now?
Construction of pyramid. Before I watched it and the movie Cleopatra.
You would
Elizabeth Taylor.
you would think so, but Cleopatra actually lives a lot closer to today than the construction of the pyramids.
Wow.
Well, not a lot closer, but a little closer. Yeah. Well, think about it. When did Cleopatra live? She lived during the time of the Roman Empire, right?
Yeah.
She fell in love with what's his name?
She loved Caesar and Antonio.
Oh, both of them, right? That's.
And Antonio refused her love, so she committed suicide.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah. Okay. So that Roman Empire was only a couple thousand years ago, or less, actually, and the pyramids were actually built like 5,000 plus years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Crazy. I wonder how tall Cleopatra was. Was she taller or shorter than Napoleon Bonaparte? I don't know.
She's very short.
I would think so.
Because Egyptian.
Yeah. Yeah, we would all look like giants compared to people even 2,000 years ago. We would all be abnormal weirdo freaks. If you could, okay, time travel. Every time travel book I've ever read, they never take into account that we would physically be noticeable. They all say, oh, the characters have to learn the language and wear the clothes, but nobody ever addresses the idea that we would be absolutely humongous giants, weird-looking, hairless, giant people.
It's my idea. The people eat animals are taller than eating vegetables. So, very close to the equator, people eat vegetables because they can grow up the vegetables easily. But the northern part, like Sweden or that place, it's difficult to get vegetables.
Okay.
So they are very tall.
That's your theory? Okay.
And Norway or Sweden.
My theory is the sun just beats them down.
I believe that Gulliver will be Dutch, because Dutch people are very tall.
Gulliver, like Gulliver's Travels?
Yes, I think he's very tall.
In the land of the Lilliputians. There's an interesting English word, which we can actually use as a. Oh, heaven help me spell it though. As an adjective. Oh my God, I spelled it right the first time. Amazing. What does it mean, Heidi? Obviously, you're going to know, but what does it mean if someone is Lilliputian?
Lilliputian? I don't know.
Well, if you remember Gulliver's Travels, when he goes to that country and all the people are really tiny.
Yes.
Yeah. So we actually, this is in the dictionary. It's an adjective that means really tiny or minuscule or very small, much smaller than normal. Yeah. Okay. He lived in a Lilliputian house in the country. Tiny. Cute. Tiny. Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Tess, true or false?
Yes.
Trees grow out of air, not out of dirt.
Out of air. True.
It is true. Very good. Why is it true? I mean,
You know
how
what?
or why or whatever.
I just imagine orchids can live by air. Uh, so
Yeah.
trees could be possibly. I don't know. I just use my intuition with that.
Okay.
Or-
Yeah. Good example. There are plants that actually do grow just in the air. Amazingly enough. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. And anyway, you are right about that. Yes. The carbon, which is the fundamental, you know, the wood of trees, if you will, is the wood is made out of carbon. The carbon is taken from the air and actually turned into matter, physical matter, the wood. The ground only provides some particular nutrients, nitrates, and other elements that the tree needs, but they are only a very small part of the actual physical structure of the tree. The physical structure of the tree itself is almost completely absorbed from the air. Weird, huh? Okay. Strange but true. Okay, Ken.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what cashews are?
Cashews, what is it?
No? Are you not familiar with cashews? Cashew, it's
Cashew nuts?
yeah.
Okay, I
you
got it. Yeah.
Yeah, cashew
I'm
nuts.
eating that actually now.
Okay. What? You're eating some cashews?
Yes.
You really? Really?
Yes.
I love cashews. Okay, true or false? Cashews grow on trees.
I watched the peanut plant. It's not like a tree. So cashew nut is not on the tree. It's like peanuts.
Peanuts are a root like a potato.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peanuts actually have nothing to do with nuts
Mhm.
per se. They're not seeds of a tree, which
Mhm.
most nuts are. Peanuts are underground. You
Mhm.
dig up peanuts.
Mhm.
They're a root. Cashews,
Mhm.
strangely enough, cashews grow on apples or certain kinds of apples. They grow out of the apple. They're almost like a kind of a fungus or a growth.
Wow.
The apple is kind of an accessory fruit, and the cashew grows on the top. Actually, they grow here in the Philippines. Tess, have you ever seen cashews here?
Yeah, the fruit, its color is yellow, and then there's a seed on top, right?
That's
Kasoy.
it. That's right. That's right.
Mhm.
So it's weird when you see them like in real life. It's not what you think. Okay, guys, thank you. I hope you learned some interesting, ridiculous, trivial facts that you can share next time you go to a party or whatever. But I'm out of time and I'm starving, so I'm going to have lunch now. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.